I had a wonderful advisor in the College of Education, Dr. Laurie. He said, Miss Thornton, he had a drawl, we need you in the black community. I said, but I don't live in a black community. I am not in a totally black situation at home. And I don't intend to be in a black situation when I go back. Why should I go out there to that totally black school? I want to teach people that I have interacted with. He says, because we need you in the black community.
I wanted to be a commercial artist, and that's what I trained for. And after graduating, I didn't get in that profession, but nevertheless, I went on with life. I decided I'd just go to the post office. I would go in government business, or profession. They put me in a position where I was able to know everything that went on. All the orders came down, the promotions came down, whatever had to do with advancement came down through me. Well, I put the whole package together and filed a discrimination suit against Columbus. The affirmative action had already been 2 years as law. They never had the affirmative action at Columbus Post Office. And the hearing officer looked it over, and he told the representative for the post office, says, this guy's got a case and you better settle with it, because if I have to write you up as being discriminatory, it's going to look bad on Columbus Post Office. So they agreed that they would put affirmative action program in. Well, I'm most proud of the fact that got this discrimination suit for Columbus, but and see the results of it every time I go in the office.
I got out, and I was very, very close with Jesse Owens. And I would pick Jesse up when he would come in town, and he was coming in town to serve on the board here at the Alumni Association. So we were talking one day as I was bringing him up here to the campus, and he said, why aren't you involved with Ohio State? And I told him, I said, well, I don't know. My experiences weren't that good at Ohio State. I serve in a couple committees. He said, I want to tell you something. He pointed right at me. If things aren't right here, you get involved and change them.
I was evidently the first African American chief counsel in the Attorney General's office. Was first elected judge of the Franklin County Municipal Court, and first on the Supreme Court of Ohio, first on the United States Court of Military Appeals, and the first judge of the United States District Court, Southern District of Ohio, first federal judge in Ohio. All of that is very nice to talk about, and I'm delighted that I had this honor. But what it amounts to in my mind is that I just happened to hit the time right. I was there with the kind of qualifications that were needed, qualifications which were based upon what happened to me at The Ohio State University. The whole matter here to me, as I look at it, I've been very fortunate and am honored, but what really, what my concern was, and I get this job, am I going to be able to do this work? Because if I don't do this, and if I don't have some dedication to the pursuit of excellence in what I'm doing, well then I'm going to do more harm than I'm good, because my whole notion here was, it's great to be the first doing this or that, but It would be horrible if I'm going to be the last, and I got to make sure that doesn't happen.
So there's been improvements. We got a long way to go, but there have been improvements. There's just so much we can do. Everything has to be done individually. People, you know, it's got to come from people's heart to make things change.
Absolutely, we've made great progress, and I'm just pleased to have lived long enough to see it. And we've made progress. We still have a way to go, but we've made progress. I think that the university, through its processes of education and outreach program, can make social changes which are in the best interests of a democracy, and that's the true land-grant mission. And that'll provide opportunities for students who may otherwise not have had the opportunity to have higher education to become educated and being agents of social change.
You speak about having a black president. Well, that's all well and good, but that don't solve everything. I mean, there's got to be people behind this that are really committed to it.
You know, it was just interesting to see how, because of the color of a person's skin, they were discriminated against. And it's still going on. People just do not realize it. And our young people nowadays don't realize that no matter how bad a situation looks, it can always be fixed. We were good fixers.